habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down front. I'm gonna pull it.
Tonight on EA Sports, Super Bowl 56.
It's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Able to slither by, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will follow and go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards on the ground. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. So a decision to be made. Is this something, opening drive maybe they discussed before the game?
They had to, and that's the responsible way of getting ready for a game. You go through situations with your staff, you go through scenarios, and you read your team. If we're in this spot and we're moving the ball well, is this a time to go for it, or is it a time to be a little bit cautious? I think in this case, he feels good about his team. He should go for it.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 11 yards there. 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Akers. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a big... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title. Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards. You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Well, rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards to pick up there.
2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss.
A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking outside, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Rams 0.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
In a 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Dancing to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. Hands it off out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more as this game goes along as they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th
and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. As they run the counter play. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. The tackle there by John Johnson.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
John Johnson. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. On 1st down, Wilson. And the Raiders have got him.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
13
was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
2nd and 4. At the 40.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Steps away to his left. Afraid for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Raiders take over first.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they give this time to the tailback. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts
Brings up
as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll run it on the toss. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Tackled by Samson Abuka.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime at Super Bowl 56. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Going right back to Akers.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Holding at the 24. Excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
23.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
13.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 45-yard line.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that's caught left side. It's Woods.
Wilson's
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Kyle Van Noy able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
6
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Big hole to the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They find some open field here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Camara. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He was brought down by...
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. He's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football. Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. Incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
3 and out.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded at the 7. Return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Looking to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Hands it off out of the gun. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The Raiders on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And 4.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff as they run left side. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 25 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the fourth. A pivotal moment in this football game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That's good for 28 yards.
A gain of 28 more yards. That's another Rams first down.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Can't get a throw up. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darknight411017's of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Elam, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well. The football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. Trying to improvise. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now still down 1. Here's an utterly critical extra point attempt here. And it is good. There were about 70,000 10,000 people about to turn blue from holding their breaths, but it's good, and this Super Bowl is tied. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. This just shy of midfield is spotted at the 49 there. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Alvin Kamara. Incomplete. Joe Hayden on the coverage.
Incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that changes everything here in OT. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Running with Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I really like what he did there, because he took his practice work and converted it to game action, because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Now he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Gosh, on this drive alone now, he's over 50 yards rushing.
What's that old expression they like to use? He hung half 100 on him. That's what he's getting done, and he and his offensive line mates, they're having a ball right now. And I know people are screaming, you got to be more aggressive on defense, better play calling. They need better execution. They need guys who will step up and make a big hit.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Rams' 25-yard line.
And now here's a carry heading left. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. And how about this? Viva Las Vegas. The Las Vegas Raiders. Season ends